have no re-up I could re-up with. Had to rob another.
I'm ready for more. You fired up, I'm fired up. Don't run from rap. 1, 2, 3. Hey. I'm ready for more. Tell them I'm ready for more. Game time. I'm ready for war. Tell them I'm ready for war. I just got 20, I'm running on empty. This mobile that came from my money is silly. I feel it envy, not trying to be friendly. It is what it is, if you want me, come get me. Whenever you ready, no, I keep it steady. Yeah, I get the W, throw the confetti. Please do not tempt me, don't hold it against me. We bout that action, don't ever forget it. Squad of gorillas, the army, the navy. When I call a play, I'ma score like I'm Brady. The title is mine, if you want it, come take it. Hey, hey. I'm ready for more. Tell them I'm ready for more. I'm ready for war. Tell them I'm ready for war.
Today, from MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, it's Week 3 of the NFL on EA Sports. The New York Jets taking on the Buffalo Bills.
Take the Lincoln Tunnel through Weehawken, through Secaucus, across the Hackensack River, and you'll arrive, as we have, at MetLife Stadium at East Rutherford, New Jersey. A few minutes ago, the hometown Jets were introduced to this sellout crowd, and it's a roar that could be heard across the river in Manhattan. They're set to go as their Jets will match up with the Buffalo Bills. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. Taking it about the 1. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Out comes the offense for the Bills, led by their quarterback at 6'5". That's Josh Allen.
And his stat line last week, that's not going to get him to the Pro Bowl. All right, no touchdowns, no interceptions, but they won. And so the bottom line for him is team won, managed the game effectively, led them to victory. He's doing all the right things.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we get back. On 1st and 10, Rich. being chased out left. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. The numbers for him from a week ago. 10 carries, 81 yards.
He's having a nice season, and he knows where he ranks in the league. Don't ever let a running back tell you that they don't know that. They do. So what he's doing now is lobbying the offensive coordinator all week long. Hey, how about a few more touches? He's one big game away from maybe leading the league.
This carry brought to an end at the 8. Good stick skills, but not much room to operate. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And now here's a carry heading left. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Now the Jets will call on the field goal unit here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Josh Allen leads the offense out for their next possession. He'll look to shake off the interception on the opening drive. He should at least be comforted that it resulted in 3, not 6.
And if I were him, I would be the guy all the way out on the field greeting my defense now, saying thanks a lot. You held them to a field goal after I turned it over. That's a big defensive stand for them. He needs to go out now and make up for what he did on the first drive.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 17 carries, 58 yards.
They've won 2 straight games. So in this contest, I don't think about doing anything else. I continue to ride the hot hand that I've established and lead with the runners.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Now a 2nd down and 6. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And now they'll throw with Allen. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. This is a draw play. Allen gives to Singletary. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. On 1st down, they stick with Singletary. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Allen. That's caught. It's the tight end, Tyler Davis. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Here's Allen to throw it. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it. This defense for the Jets, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. It's complete to Diggs. And he is going to following a gain of 6.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver trying to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. He's got to hook up with Diggs. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Moss. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Bills touchdown. Zach Moss, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Bills have taken the lead. And nothing special there. They showed they were going to run the football. They ran it. They got it in.
Like old-time football, right? Hey, this is exactly what we're going to do. Straight-ahead power, and they got it done.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their 2nd drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And now a pass dumped off to his running back. And a nice little quick spin move before he's dropped. And a pretty good gain. On 3rd and short to give to the tight end. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Now they try the right side here. Gregory Rousseau able to bring him down. To throw on 2nd down. Rich. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 45-yard line.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 24. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. A run with Huntley. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd
On a coaching headset.
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the 2nd quarter, it has been a struggle. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Looking to throw. Rich. And that will be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
He's got the leg, but it's no good. He missed it right, and this score will stay right where it is. So here are the Bills to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10.
It looked good when it left his foot, but he kind of sliced it a little bit, and he winds up missing it wide right.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. On 2nd down, Singletary. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The Bills on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. On the handoff, running left, Singletary. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rich. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Now a handoff looking right. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. 8 yards to go on 2nd down. Back to throw. Rich. He's got this one completed to Mims. And he's got a 1st down as a tackle made at the Bills' 40. Looking to throw. Rich. This is Reese on the ground. 7 yards the pickup there. 2nd and 3, and they trail 7-3, but getting close to changing that. And this defense hoping to limit them to a field goal to preserve the lead. And he's got a 1st down as a tackle made at the Bills' 22-yard line. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. They'll look to throw again. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. No gain on the screen there at 2nd down. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. To throw on 3rd down. Rich. Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon. Now the Bills are going to use the 1st of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this 1st half. This is up and good from Pinheiro. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. Back drives here for him and with field goals.
Yeah, we know no one's turning down 3, especially in the 1st half, but you've got to finish these drives in the end zone. That's got to be a priority. Nice to have a reliable kicker, but outside of his agent, you know you'd rather him kick 1-pointers instead of 3-pointers.
Here comes Josh Allen and the Bills offense back onto the field. He has not had the start to this game that he envisions here in the 2nd quarter. He's struggling a little bit. But, hey, they're in the lead right now. So kind of what's going on in his head, do you think, Charles?
I think that's what he has to keep in mind. Winning the ball game is not going the way he wants in terms of his own play. But, oh, yeah, that's right, winning the ball game. So don't press. Don't try and do things outside of what's going on.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. John Franklin Myers. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the 1st half. On 2nd down now, Singletary. And he's only able to work this from the 8 to the 10 for a pickup of 2. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Bills taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Time to give you folks at home a look around the NFL on this first official weekend of fall. So let's get to it. We'll start in Foxborough with an AFC East matchup as it's Miami visiting New England, and it's the Patriots with the lead in that one. The Patriots locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have. From there, we head over to the Windy City. Check on the Bears at home, Soldier Field. And that one's at halftime with the visiting Lions out on top. Amon-Ra St. Brown, a touchdown catch in that first half. Finally, let's get down to Houston. Check on the Texans at home at NRG Stadium. And at this point, they trail the visiting Baltimore Ravens. Odell Beckham, a touchdown reception. In the game you're watching, it was Josh Allen who was on target in that first half. His guys lead, though, by only a point. It's been a tight one. As for the start of the third quarter, we'll send it back to Brandon Godden.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number. Ball first as the second half is underway. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. And the Jets head out on offense here to start this third quarter. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Sean McVay unhappy on the sidelines visibly. He's made the decision to reach for the red flag. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a third and about 5. Now they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. That's going to bring up fourth down, only a gain of 2 there.
Always important as a defender on third down to keep the play in front of you and make sure you don't give up enough space that they can make a move on you in the open field. Try as he might, he wasn't able to get to the first down marker. Excellent defense, good tackling.
Here's the Jets punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Singletary to get the drive started. Powers through him. He was brought down by Michael Davis. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Allen off the play fake. And he'll get this underneath to Singletary. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown. Short throw pick six right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So on now comes the Jets offense as they're going to go for two here. They'll try and throw for it. And that is caught for the 2 points. And there's a quick momentum swing. INT return for a pick six, and then the 2-point conversion good.
And even if you're keeping your wits about you, you're thinking to yourself, okay, extra point block team going into the game now. All of a sudden you're hearing defense, everyone's scrambling for their helmets and throwing down their cups of water. That's a great position for them to be in, trying to score against that team. A little bit disjointed.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away from the 6. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. To try again after the pick six. And it's in. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. On 1st down, Allen. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
What you talking about, Rep?
So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37. Now on 2nd and 13. Allen. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. To throw, it's Allen. Left side caught by Diggs. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. 3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Singletary. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Allen going to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard.
Out offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Tyler Bass out for the Bills field goal. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. Another go-around now for the Jets offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 15. Off the play fake. Rich. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Rich. Dancing to his left. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
And they had an extra defensive back on the field on that play, and the coverage was excellent. He tried to pull it down and run for it, but they rallied to him and kept him short of a first down.
Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. They call it 38 yards on the... They'll have it 1st and 10. Buffalo set to get the football back here. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive...
And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Desmond King picks it. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They go play action here on 1st down. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Azeez Al-Shaair came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. I think you'd agree that looked like the right call from up here.
No doubt about it. What everyone has to understand is that the officials are going to be right on the play each and every time. You may not like the call, but they're usually spot on.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here. And they'll run again. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over, and here a late turnover leads to a 4th quarter touchdown and a 2-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with points to make the other guy pay. They're able to do so here, and they've got a pretty good chance now of winning this football game.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Here comes Marquez Stevenson now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Buffalo offense back out ready to go. And last time, 1 play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. John Franklin Myers able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. When you see a quarterback retreating away from the line of scrimmage toward the other goal line like that, usually doesn't end well.
You're exactly right about that. Normally, if they're moving from side to side, they've got a chance maybe to get back upfield. He was trying to shake defenders and extend the play, but it doesn't work out very well for them at all. You need those extra yards on the other side of the line of scrimmage. Now you're digging a hole for your offense.
Draw play as Allen gives it to Moss. And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15. Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get them much at all.
No, not at all. And that leaves them with 3rd and long, which means you got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
And Davis has it over the middle. And they'll get him down here at the 23. Down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Now Allen, gotta have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. But down 2 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to go for it. They must have thought they had a play to dial up that they could get it. Well, it didn't work out.
They must have thought, as you pointed out, they had a play, and they were probably looking at the number of possessions that they thought were left in the game. And down 2 scores, they must have felt like they couldn't risk not taking a shot here and giving up that chance.
Oh, nice move. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. To throw on second down. Rich under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Ed Oliver, that time the one to get in there and bring him down. Well, when you time those screen passes perfectly, they can work perfectly, but that time it took a little too long to develop.
And you zeroed in on exactly what makes that play go. Timing. Because if the timing's off at all, those unblocked defenders coming at the quarterback, they'll put him on the deck.
The Jets on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Looking to throw. Rich. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Back to throw. Rich. Locates Hardman for another catch. Touchdown, Jets. Mecole Hardman, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign. So an important touchdown right there is now they're really beginning to pull away.
Yeah, this was a tight game until not too long ago. But since then, they've been the accelerator. And they pushed the lead up to 3 scores here in the 4th quarter. And I don't see them looking back.
The extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it's finished off by a New York Jets touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Stevenson elects not to return it. It's a touchback. Back now on offense, the Buffalo Bills. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Allen. They will find Davis. That's complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
From the 31, Allen. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs.
Offense. We can't have that.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Caught right side. Davis. And he'll be out right at the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Allen's throw is complete. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll make this a 2nd down. They'll run a draw now with Moss. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Now Allen. No, bottled up fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the Jets have recovered.
And And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. And the Jets set to take the field. And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable fourth quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. And to give this time to the tailback. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 59 yards rushing for him now as he's done it on 19 carries. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the fourth.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed, like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. Good gain there on first down and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Defense.
They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for the Jets, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll have another home date next week as the New York Giants come to town. Meanwhile, for the Bills, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Dallas Cowboys. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.